Hello, folks. Great to have you in another interview. So I welcome you to Wild Talks, a chain of virtual communications, if you will, among wildlife photographers, a concept recently promoted, sponsored, and provided by Wild Europe. I am Yetmir Troshani from Shkodra, Albania, the moderator of this talk. In today's interview, I would like to introduce Yanni, who will be broadcasting from the beautiful city of Valencia, which I had pleasure to visit a couple of months ago. Besides being a keen wildlife photographer, Yanni is also a professional bird guide and owner of Visit Natura, Birds and Photography. Additionally, she is also involved with several conservation initiatives, bird census and ringing projects. Since 2014, she has served as president of the Association of Birding Guides of Valencia community, a role that brings much activity of promoting Valencia region as a birding destination. Among other things, this role includes advising the tourist board, attending national and international bird fairs and congresses. Finally, she also provides courses and as well as guiding official press and family trips. Yanni, great having you with us today. As you speak about your experiences, as mentioned last time, I will also ask you a question here and there. So please feel free to begin.
Many thanks, Jamil. Hi, everyone. Hi, guys. I'm delighted to be sharing with you my experience today. I hope it will be fun and a nice time. And basically, I'm going to tell you what's about my lifestyle right now. For many years, for more than 20 years probably, I have been living only for birding and photography as well in many ways. So I wanted to show you a few photographs that I have done in different situations with different gears in and very special moments all over these years that I have probably good memories of, and I think you will also like it. Okay.
Awesome.
So I'm not sure if you are watching the screen right now.
Yes, right now we see the screen. We see you. Me is there, so all are on the screen right now. So cool, great. Go ahead.
Fantastic. We are ready to go then.
Yep.
Great. Okay, as you can see in the first presentation of my slides, I have chosen 3 special birds of this area of Valencia, the eastern coast of Spain. For those who doesn't know where we are in the eastern coast of Spain, beside the Mediterranean Sea. So inland, we do have many eagles, many raptors. Many people associate Valencia only to the sea, to the coastline and wetland areas, but there's much to see inland as well. So one of my favorite, probably special birds that I'm very attached, it's Bonelli seagull. That's why I have chosen this one. That's a male, just after landing. And I will tell you more about this male after in the proper slide I have prepared for them. Then I have chosen black whittier, that it's one of the endemic species of the Iberian Peninsula, and it's very scarce in terms of distribution area, but in Valencia it's doing quite well. So we have many chances of enjoying this special tiny passerine. And on the bottom, it's a white-headed duck. It's one of the most endangered species in terms of waterfowl in Europe. And we have a stable population in this area, breeding and also wintering. So I'm going to move to the next and first on photograph. It's one of my favorites, I think, because of it's warm. It's a very, very warm photograph for me, special.
Beautiful.
I love glossy irises. These are glossy irises, and this species has been increasing in the past 10 years in our area. I have also ringed them with coat color rings for several years. That's probably it's quite special, this one. It's not ringed, any of them are not ringed, but the time of the day was late in the evening. It was a bit rainy, very soft rain, not much. First day testing the Alpha 9 with the 200-600. And I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how it's going to turn out. But suddenly came naturally this photograph that became one of my favorites because of the tones and despite of the rainy and gray day that we had that day here, it was very colorful to me. And you can even see the drops after they were out of the rice paddy that was flooded. Yeah, this photograph was taken also in late October. That's why I have started with this one, this time of the year, exactly.
Great shot, indeed, yep.
And then, well, this is one of my special raptors. This is Bonelli eagles. It's a female. This is the female. This is the pair of the one that you've seen in the first slide. She's really powerful. You can tell easily the tiny difference of each individual according to the color of its eye. This is very mature and has a very reddish eye. I'm not sure if you could. I can move back to the first one, to the first slide. Can I do it?
Choose. Yeah, whichever you choose, that's fine.
Okay, probably if you check, I'm not sure if you are able to check it, but it's quite pale yellow, the male eye, comparing to the female that it's reddish. And of course, the size is completely different when they are beside each other. And of course, the structure, she's very powerful. This pair, it's living in a cliff, in a fantastic cliff. If I were an eagle, of course, definitely I will choose that place for living because it's amazing, the views. And we have a special high for these eagles. We have a special permission from the government, from environment. Everything has been in a very strict protocol when we work with this type of eagle because are in danger. There are only 900 pairs in Europe left. Most of the population is in Valencia, well, in Spain, and a good part of it is in the Valencia region. So when you're working with this type of birds, you need all the administration and the government permissions to do it. Of course, the way of supplying food must be very, very coordinated. It can't be fed more than 2 or 3 days per week and only small quantities because we can't interfere on their nature, okay, on their way of hunting or instincts. So it's a very complicated way, but we have been working out for the past 7 years, very successfully, I could say, and they become very reliable. This particular photograph, I've done it with phone scoping. It's not a reflex camera, it's not a bridge, it's my scope with an adapter to my phone. But it was like that. So I was so shocked of the result that I really wanted you to see it, because sometimes we don't do, or we don't try new ways of getting new possibilities, new shots. But as I am lucky enough to access to this spot, to this height, several times per year, many times per year, I'm able to try new things. And I think this is one of the best portraits I have of Bonelli Seagull, with my phone and scope. That's it.
I like to underline how amazing the result is. And when you think about how it was shot, it really gives you another perspective of the photography. So thanks for sharing these techniques that some of us may or may have not thought about it. So it's very cool. It really came out nicely though.
Yeah, nowadays technology is improving so fast in terms of cameras, phone cameras, as well as, of course, the optic. And honestly, I was really impressed after this shot. So we'll move to the next one. This is field photography, no hide at all. This is one of my favorite hot spots. Probably it's one of my special local patch. Just 5 minutes biking from home, from my place. It's in Albufera Natural Park, in an area that it's a part of the beach that is protected, and eventually we get permission for census or some research. And this time I decided to test one of a bridge camera. This photograph, it's done with the bridge camera, the RX 10-4 Sony. And basically I lay down. Of course, I went walking very slowly up to it. Then I stand up on my knees, and then I have started to go like a snake all along the sand. I got wet, of course.
You must have got really wet, yeah.
That's it. Yeah. That's no other possibility other than getting wet. But yeah, I could make it close enough to get this sharp shot with a compact, with a bridge camera. So yeah, it was quite special. This is a wimbrel, for people who doesn't know what species is it. It's a wimbrel. And yeah, it was made like that, just laying on the sun, in the sun, and getting close as much as possible, very slowly, with many patients, many patients. And of course, getting wet a little bit. Yeah, it was fun that day. The light is very important too, of course.
Right.
And the next one. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine here. I like to mention my experience in Albufera, where you advised me to go take the boat. It was amazing. By the way, I saw an osprey there. I saw flamingos there who passed by. And one thing that took my attention, I never seen as many wild ducks as I saw in Albufera. It was an amazing experience, especially when I mostly shot in Albania this time, and you see ducks, but not at that level. You may see, for example, at that level, you may see cormorants in maybe thousands, but to be able to see wild ducks in thousands like that, I was very amazed. So thank you for the tip. Thank you. It was very nice. So Albufera, it's a must, I think, for everybody to take that boat, to take that €4 per person. It was very cool. Not very.
It was fantastic. Very nice. Yeah. And right now it's even better, because all over winter time, all the waterfalls from northern countries come to winter in Albufera, and it reached up to more than 50,000 of them, of waterfall around that that lake where you took the boat. It's amazing. It's glorious, and yeah, very special. Albufera is my place in the world. I have chosen it, and I love it. I can't say anything
Very cool place,
different.
yes, indeed. Yeah.
Okay, so this photograph of Kentish plover, female and chick, has I did it as well in Albufera, just by my place, just 500 meters from my home, from my doorstep. And it was very special. I have a very strong connection. Probably you have figured out already with my logotype. It's a Kentish plover. So yeah, I'm very attached to this species, this waders, and they are nesting here, but also wintering. So it's a bird that we have present all year round. And once again, it gets you laying on the ground and trying to move as low as possible to get close without bothering them. Of course, it's very important not to pressure extremely, not to push more than this species can support. I mean, these kind of waders can be very relaxed to human presence if they feel in a safe area, but going farther or trying to get even much closer, it could make a risk for the hatch, and we need always to have in mind that the birds and the habitats are the first thing we have to have in mind while we are photographing them, because we need to be able to go back another day and they should be there. So it's really important to be sensitive with these nest grounding species. But if we can enjoy them pretty much. This is a very special bird to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we'll move to the next one. This one, I've done it also in another very special spot in northern Spain that I love, that it's in La Miana. It's a very rural and mountain hotel of a family with very few rooms in the middle of the mountains, nothing around. You are in the middle of nowhere, but as they are farmers and they have also sheep, the government allowed them to get rid of the rest of the sheep that passed away in a certain spot. So lammergers, every day you are at the terrace having a beer and lammergers are surrounding you, flying over your head. That's paradise to me.
I like the beer part too, and relaxation and photograph. That's awesome.
It's a very good combination. And yeah. I'm not going to talk about food because everything is homemade, delicious, with all local products. So it's a very special spot in the Aragon Pyrenees and in La Miana. The light and the background, it's awesome because it's a valley, just a valley where you are over there, and it's fabulous. You get very good chances of good photograph. And of course, it's a great bird, lammergers. Yeah. Okay, it's another weather. It's also around this time of the year, and also wet. I got very wet this time. All myself, even my hair. It was. I was, in fact, in the water. Meanwhile, I was shooting this sunderling. It's in winter plumage, and yeah, it was a very special situation to me. I was laughing later a lot because I have rescue my gear just at the last second, because also a wave was going to cover it completely. And yeah.
What time of the day is this shot taken?
Evening.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay, later on.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Yeah.
Exactly, because the sun rises on our east, and sunset on our west.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in the beach, you need to be at the end of the day to get the sun on your back. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's the evening light. Okay, and this is Golden Eagle. Yeah, it's powerful, huge. This shot was taken in Extremadura. This is height photography. There's an area which has different type of heights, and that it's called El Millaron. And I was invited with other 9 photographers to test all the new gears of Sony. So this photograph was made with the 400 fixed and the Alpha 9 II before COVID era, before COVID time. So yes, a very good result, because it's not this shot. It was all the shots in focus, all the sequence of the bird completely in focus. Yeah. And then this is another wintering bird for me, very special. Spring also. They winter in Valencia, both subspecies, Torquatus and Alpestris. So we have a spot, we have a hive prepared for all the thrushes, including this. And we get both subspecies in big numbers. Probably you get more than 10 at the same time, being also, and it's really active. And also probably it's so shy, this species, and difficult to photograph, that's what makes it very special to me. Because if it's not in this spot, it's quite difficult to get a clear shot or a decent image. This was made with my gear, common gear, Canon and a Tamron G2. This is another special one for me, more nest grounding species, more laying on the ground. I love the sun, as you could see by this time. Most of my photographs are laying on the ground, yes. A lot of laundry. After every day, I have to. Yeah, a lot of laundry behind all these photographs.
There's a funny story. We are with a group of us. We are planning to go to safari with Lorenzo, a friend of us who is a guide tour there. And I asked him, are we able to shoot from the ground in safari? Because of this reason, you know, you want to go to eye level sometimes and stuff. She said, no, you cannot do that there. And it was funny. They said, we don't mind getting dirt, but there are lions and stuff, so we cannot do that. But in Spain, it's awesome. You can do that. So, but that's
not so risky. That's it. Yeah. A part of getting a cold, nothing else. Okay. That's what I wanted to tell you apart. This photograph where these birds are wintering, it's eventually, I mean, most of the time, it's around 4 or 5 degrees below zero. And you are seated in a very tiny high all day, completely freezing. And you have to get out eventually to crash again the eye, to make water again.
Yeah. Really cold, right?
Them, because it's extremely cold. So you don't think about Valencia that coming to the sunshine and only t-shirt, because you could suffer quite a lot doing these sessions. It's extremely cold area. It's over 1,400 meters above sea level, inland, and it's extremely cold.
So better get dressed well when going there. Listen to the description, read the description.
Yeah, please.
Very important.
Because people probably from Scandinavia or northern countries of Europe, when I advise them, please remember, bring winter clothes, technical clothes, warm clothes. Honestly, you will need it. They don't believe me. Never. After the trip, they have confessed, several of them, that they have suffered more than ever. The cold weather. Yeah. You have to be
Very
ready.
important details to
it's
know.
Worth it.
Yeah,
but it's worth it. That's the best thing. Okay, this is a bird, a bearded tit. This is in another area near Madrid, near Toledo, that hosts more than 16 different hides for different species. It's an amazing place to visit for photography. Big diversity and very well set up. All the backgrounds completely well arranged. The perches, all the details are completely perfect in this place. So you get very good results. And this is special to me because I have chosen it like for Christmas, like a Christmas card one year that I wasn't able to go out birding because I was after a surgery. And for me, it was like a hope, meaning that I was going to be back very soon in the field with my camera again. So yeah, that's special too.
That's a nice detail. Thanks for sharing. That was, thanks.
Yeah, I mean, this is a way of living. This is your life. Birding, to do photography, bird or nature photography, it's your life. But of course, sometimes you have to stop and you need to process it, looking through all what you've done, right? It's a good way of looking forward later. And these are cranes, an adult and a chick. I also like it very much because I have suffered as never in my life the cold during this session, because you have to get before sunrise and you have to get out after sunset. So you spend long hours, lot of hours inside a hide with low temperatures, very low, of course, 4 degrees below zero, and it's very tough, but it worth it. After all, you get a very nice light and background, and you get also to see the behavior. This kind of height gives you as well the opportunity of watch how they communicate and they relate to each other. It's more than a shot. It's more than the photograph. It's how they made these huge long trips together and they still connect in a family group. So it's a very special thing to enjoy, a part of the photograph.
Beautiful indeed. Yeah, beautiful indeed.
Yeah, and this is a portrait. No, it's not done with a phone scoping. It was done with a reflex mirrorless camera. And this bird, it's only 8 meters from where you are, from the height. That's why you can easily, with a 600, get a portrait of this bird. This is a female goshawk, very powerful too, very mature. and it's also here in Valencia. Of course,
Powerful
you
look.
have to, yeah, sorry.
Powerful look indeed, you know. And
Yeah. It seems like, you know, this sort of, you need search. I'm not sure how to say it right now. It went out of my mind. When it's going to be in prison, it's looking for getting in prison. Someone that it's has been that robbed.
okay, like escape.
Yeah, escape, and it's search. Well, it looked like a fugitive, you know.
Like a fugitive, right? That's right. That's right. Looking back, right? Looking.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
But of course, in this hike, you have to go before sunrise, and it's extremely important not to move at all after the bird eats into the prey. This hike has one-way glass, and the prey is dead. It's not live prey, okay? It's dead, the prey, but you can't move at all, not even approach to your camera, because these are very extremely sensitive birds. But once they are into the prey feeding, relax, you can even eat or talk or move without any problem. But yeah, it's really important to get before sunrise.
And yeah, and going back to everything that you're talking about, hide photography really does give you an opportunity to take behavioral shots that otherwise you would never be able to take. Like, for example, this moment, exactly like a fugitive, you can see the personality of the bird, but that's because you have the ability to get closer. You have the ability to shoot different shots and get those kind of like behavioral shots. And that's why a reason why I love hide photography, and I understand different folks have different feelings about hide photography. To me, is the ability to also take these behavioral shots in such a way that you will never ever be able to take them in a different way. So.
Yeah, completely agree. Indeed, probably 9 years ago, I wasn't keen on getting into a hike. I wasn't I don't know how to say it. I wasn't confident or relaxed in the way that we weren't interfering honestly or directly into their behavior. But after I have tried and I have experienced several hikes with a lot of species, many of them, I realized that we don't interfere at all. It's completely natural behavior, and we can discover and see so amazing things and how they interact. For example, in wintertime, when different species get together in the same hike, how their personalities and their behavior make things that you wouldn't be able to watch in any other areas. So it's very, very special, very useful in terms of research as well. For example, with ring ocells, I had once Lars Johnson. It's a very popular artist, bird artist, and he also goes to these heights to document himself in that way, to really get the essence of the feathers, the clothes as much as he can, to after that to make a real artistic drawing of the different species. So in many ways, it's a way of conservation too. So
Absolutely.
we'll move
Yeah.
to the next one. Yeah. Okay, this is Alpine Accentor. Okay, it's amazing. It's completely field photography, and these birds are very special. They come in winter time to our area, always over 1,000 meters above sea level, and you can get up to less than 1 meter. In fact, when I take clients to these areas and we arrive to the spot, I always say, okay, now start shouting or start talking. And suddenly, when you start talking, they approach to you. They come because they associate people with food. I mean, they haven't seen probably any human up to that point. That's also one of the reasons. But in other way, they associate that human leaves food for them in a way after their picnics or their things. So it's quite funny because you have to start talking to get them getting up to you. You don't have to do nothing. They move just straight to you. It's a very special bird. Many people love in Europe to see them and photograph them. And here it's a very funny way of doing it, and it's awesome. Yeah.
Very cool details. Thank you for sharing all of these details. I appreciate it.
Okay, you're welcome. And well, I have chosen this one as the last one. In terms of behavior, this is a courting way, because I know it's a special bird to you. It's not a great shot, honestly. It's a bit, yeah. But I have chosen this only for you, Janmir, and of course for the rest of the guys.
Yeah,
but I'm sure they are also entertained with all these birds.
Yeah.
More than my explanation with birds, of course. And this is a court display between a male and female hoopoe in Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course it was taken in March. This photograph was taken in March. Yeah.
Now I do understand that you offer some, as I did mention at the beginning, you offer tour guides and you have a website as well. I would like to hear about that as well. If you could just share more details with us, because one thing that I like to mention here as well,
okay,
is that while we share everything,
I mean, apart that,
while we share everything and our hobby and stuff, it's important to also stop a moment and understand that it's important to support each other. And so if for example, Yanni is one of those people that was able to turn a passion to profession. How amazing is that? And so I congratulate you, Yanni, on that. So please, if you have like a site to share with us or anything, I would appreciate it.
Thank you. Of course, I took the risk. I was saying the other day to you that it's only one life, and I took this risk of making my passion into profession, and of course I struggle at the end of the month in a way, but I'm living my dream life, so amazing. I can't complain in many ways. And yeah, this is my small website, but it's just a brief look of what we can provide, what we can do in Valencia or even in some areas of Spain for bird watchers, or also for photographers. For photographers, I regularly provide field photography. It depends on the species that they are looking for, because there's several species that we don't have heights arranged for them. Impossible to organize it for many reasons. But the ones that are possible to arrange with heights, I do 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, even 10 days. Right now, I'm going to go for a trip for 10 days with clients, and there's a lot to do. And always I work with people to fix and to arrange the best in terms of their needs and what they are looking for, and being honest is the key. And also not every time of the year it's possible to do the same species. And even you have a wish list, sometimes it's not possible to do everything at the same time. So we have to prioritize, but organizing in the best way possible to get the good results, or at least what people want or are looking for.
That's
of
great.
course, we have a lot of fun because Valencia and Spain is it's fantastic, and gastronomy is awesome. During the day, we are on diet, sandwich, all day, working hard. But at the end of the day, we have our, of course, that's important. There's wine, special and lovely wine in Spain, as well as beer and good gastronomy, and food. So there's several opportunities, and I really like always to talk to the people, to the clients, to organize the best for them. Spring and summertime gives some things that are completely unbelievable. Hydrohides are very good during springtime for getting excellent shot for white-headed ducks, black-necked grebes, purple herons, well, different species. Hydrohide are very, very good and professional in Spain. So it's very, very good to combine with the different things. So basically, this is just a look of my website, and well, that's
very
it.
Nice. It's very nice indeed. What's the name of the website again, so everybody will know how to go?
Okay, I think it's visitnatura.com.
Oh, cool. Yeah, easy. Yeah. And you guys are on Facebook and social network as well, right? I think you are on.
Yeah.
You are, okay, great.
Yeah.
So
as well as with my name. You can find me through my company name, Visit Natura, or by my personal name. I always, as I'm a bird addict, all my personal social media goes also about birds. Okay?
Awesome. And definitely Yannick, it's also part of our group. She's there. She shared some important information the other day, how birders can share experiences live. I thought that was amazing. While folks can speak from one country to another country, one continent to another continent, sharing their experiences, perhaps even asking questions. I thought that was amazing. By the way, I do want to share with you guys that I am, Yanni, it's helping us, four of us, a group of us rather, to go in towards December. So anybody who is interested, please let me know. And if you're not able to come this time, we can always arrange something in the end at some other time, like in spring, as Yanni mentioned. But the idea is just keeping the hobby going, keeping the passion going, meeting each other, making a difference, supporting each other. I think it's important. But I like to stop for a moment and say, thank you so much, Yanni, for doing this. You really gave a wide range of information, from technical, composition, lighting, the heights, the type of photography, the struggles you had, and how you were able to turn this whole thing from passion to profession. I congratulate you from the bottom of my heart. To see examples like this are amazing. And so thank you for doing this interview. I'm sure that guys in our group find this very interesting. And yeah, I look forward to see you in December. So all the best and take care. For any question, by the way, any questions you have for Yanni, I will post this on YouTube and then on Facebook. Feel free. She's very cool person. By the way, when I was in Spain, I felt like I became friends with Yanni, because not only I asked about the heights and everything else, but we had some other issues. I remember doing the vaccination. She helped me where to go and get it. So we are becoming friends through this. So it's amazing. Thank you so much, Yanni. All of the best.
Thank you.